Hey Wranglers, how you doing? I'm going to do another update on a local crime story that's happening here in the town where I live. This is the case of Corina Crumpton. Make sure I'm pronouncing her name properly. Crumpton, like crump. Okay, Corina Crumpton. Let me tell you quickly what happened. Let me see. Last year around December. She was busted basically having an affair with, I know she was busted in January of this year, but last year it was discovered around December that she'd been having an affair with a 17-year-old high school student. She had sent nudes of herself to this high school student, and she was arrested, I believe it was January 4th. In between that time, her husband killed himself. Now we don't know why or how he died. I mean, at least it appears to be suicide. But her husband died in between that time. Most of the people here think it was suicide because he found out his wife's having an affair with this kid. So anyway, what happened to Karina? Of course, she was fired from the school. She was placed on $20,000 bond. She was basically she was out on $20,000 bond right now, and she's in a drug rehab program. Not sure exactly what role the drugs play. They are kind of vague in that, but she was that's the case in this case. That's what she's doing. She's out on the $20,000 bond, drug rehab, and so what's I was asked by one of the listeners to do an update. I already have a previous update that I'll flag at the end, but this is the latest and greatest that I have, and unfortunately it's from March. Now by March, and I hate to keep banging this dead horse, but I was in the hospital and during March with some medical issues, and I was there for a few months, but. Anyway, so what we know now is that the grand jury in Hart County has indicted her for this. Indicted her for these crimes. And the CBI agent in charge of this said, Jesse Maddox said, Corina Crumpton, 30 of Toccoa, was arrested and charged. Crumpton with sexual assault and electronic furnishing of obscene materials to a minor. Both are felony charges. Okay, and the indictments came down on February 21st. When the grand jury indicted Crumpton on the charge of those charges I just mentioned, and Maddox says the investigation began in December of 2021, and the arrest was in January of 2022. So, Crumpton is a high school German teacher at one of the local high schools here, and they took her passport because she has dual citizenships. Dual citizenships. She's a dual citizen between here and Germany. They took her passport so she wouldn't be a flight risk, and so she's currently. What's going on is the indictment's been handed down. She's currently out on $20,000 bond, and she's awaiting a trial date. We don't have a trial date yet, so we don't know what's going to happen in the trial. Now, let's talk about Karina just a little bit. This is her. This is her mug shot. This is one I'd say like this is a glamour shot. She looks like a pretty young lady. Now, this is one thing that's interesting. Karina had her own little art career going, of doing family portraits. Here's a mom and dad and a cat. She had two boys herself, I believe, is what it was, two or three boys. But she was doing these family oriented pictures for the community, people that would pay for them. There's another picture of her, another one of her drawings of a family. So presenting this very wholesome image. At the same time, she's doing the nasty and making her own little porno movies and sending them to her little boyfriend. And this is what got her in trouble. So she was obviously living a dual life. Now, what part these drugs have to play, I don't know at all. But the supposedly innocent-looking mother and housewife and teacher was not all she appeared to be, even with her family-oriented portraits that I dug up and found a little bit about her. And she did have rave reviews from the people that would hire her, which if they like these things, that's fine, that's nice. The Art's not real sophisticated, as you can see. It's kind of hard to tell who these people are. These could be, you look at the portraits and they could be just about anybody, but maybe she had a knack for capturing some kind of likeness that they liked, and this inspires me maybe to start my own art career and not try as hard to get portraits right. Because I do have a degree. I haven't told you guys about my background in a while. I have a degree in medical illustration. I also was a law enforcement officer for a long time. I've lived everywhere from Alaska to Georgia. I've got quite a bit of experience, not only in all kinds of fields, software, art, all kinds of things. So quite an inspiration here. But anyway, this is the latest and greatest on Miss Crumpton. She is out on $20,000 bond. She's awaiting trial date, and she's indicted with 2 felonies, and they've got evidence on her phone and things like that. And his phone, the young man that was the victim, that I'm sure will make it into court or maybe not. But anyway, I was asked for the update. This is the latest and greatest update that I could find. And as soon as I get another one, I'm going to let you know, and we'll go from there. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, my Wranglers, and we will see you at the next roundup. Got to stop recording here.